Well, I've been thinking about doing a show about the dark side of ourselves and the light side of ourselves. And I knew that I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure. And I know that if I could paint something, it would be really easy for me to show, you know, the two sides of something. But I couldn't figure out how I was going to do this in 3D. And I definitely wanted to do it in 3D. And so I was on a trip with a bunch of people from Art City. We actually went out to New Mexico, I think it was, and we went to a quarry, and I was the camp cook, and so we were heading from the quarry out to where we were camping, and I was thinking about the show, thinking about this, and all of a sudden it just popped into my head, and I said, okay, somebody have a piece of paper or pencil or whatever. So I got this tablet, and I just started sketching, and I usually don't sketch my pieces all that much, but it was just very, very light sketching, and within, I'd say, probably 5 to 10 minutes, I had 7 pieces for this show done. And it was so exciting for me because I knew exactly where they were, and so they were like the first 7 ones that I did. And then one that I am not going to use in the show was inspired by a song on the radio that was playing by U2, I guess that's what it is. Grace Sees Beauty in Everything. And so I was sketching her, and at the same time we were going over a really bumpy road, so my sketches is like, it's really good. But it was really exciting because it just all came together. And so now I'm working with concrete, plaster, paper mache, and ceramic is what my show is made of, and you know, predominantly. So it's depicting the shadow side of ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge. We just go, no, I'm not like that at all, you know, or wanting to not show other people or admit to it, and our little darker side. Or the dark side also has to do with things in life that have happened to us or the people that we know, humanity, misery, suffering, anxiety, loneliness, fears, things like that. And then dancing my light side of my show has to do with, obviously, the lighter part of ourselves, and which I found out was even a little more difficult to depict, because I'm not really looking for superficial joy, like, oh, I love going to football games, or I like swimming, or I like reading, or sitting by the beach. Those are all really wonderful things, but I'm trying to depict that deep down joy that comes from somewhere else other than from outer, what's the word? It's more self-referring instead of object-referring. And so I also realized when I was making the pieces that it was a lot more difficult to depict that than it was to depict the sorrow side of the show. And I also realized that it's harder for most people actually to admit to and show their light side. Like, for instance, if somebody says, man, you know, you're a real bitch, and they go, yeah, you know, I don't know, that's the way I am, you know, that's, you know. But somebody says, you're really, really a beautiful person. Well, thank you, you know, whatever. And we can't say, I know that, you know, and I really feel fortunate that I am such a beautiful person. And I enjoy being a beautiful person. And so, you know,